So if you take out your pad of paper, I'm just going to write at the very top here. The name of this seminar is called How to Live an Electrifying Life. And then right beneath that, we're going to write a little quote. So the quote's going to read, just write it right off to the side here. In life, we decide individually which energies to become a part of. Second sentence, and as we become a part of them, comma, they become a part of us, period. Now, the last sentence. Okay. In life, we decide individually which energies to become a part of, and as we become a part of them, they become a part of us, which either drops us into the minus or ascends us into the plus. And that's the two symbols that we're going to be focusing on, the minus and the plus. So in the middle right here, I want you to write in nice printed letters, just like that. Negative. Negative. Write it right down the middle. What you want to do is just right there, create a little line right here in between them. Just straight line going all the way across. And what I would like for you to do is write the word P positive. All right. Then what I would like for you to do, hey, how's it going? My name is Seth. Nice to meet you. Then I would like for you to do is you're going to write some arrows. Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you. What I want for you to do is just kind of just write some little arrows right here. And I want you to write right over to the left right here. Over here is going to be the sorrow list. So on the sorrow list, you're going to write it off to the left here. What I would like for you to start writing down on the sorrow list is all of the things that have happened in your life that create sorrow for yourself. All of the negatives that you've had to personally experience in your life. Just write that list down. Things that you don't like of what's happening in your life. Just start writing them down. Could be any type of experience that personally makes you feel upset, that makes you feel depressed, that makes you feel discouraged, that makes you feel angry, that makes you feel hurt, that makes you feel betrayed, that makes you feel unloved, that makes you feel neglected. I want you to write on the sorrow list an example. You can just write right here. I didn't like the way my parents treated me when I was growing up as a kid. Number 2, I don't feel good about myself. I don't have strong confidence in myself. I have low self-esteem. Number 3, I don't like it how I feel like I'm addicted to cigarettes or alcohol. I don't like that. I don't like my feelings of addiction. And write that down. Write the things you don't like. I don't like the way I've been treated in my life. Write it down. Sorrow list. That which makes you feel sorrow, that which makes you feel sadness, that which makes you feel depression, that which makes you feel inclined to suicidal thoughts and tendencies. Write those things down. And I want you to write as many as you can down. All of the things that you feel. Hi, Cass.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. All of the things that you feel that have not gone right for you in your life. Write those things down. And just see how many you can write. I want you to write as long as list as you can possibly write. because these are all representative of the negatives in your life. So would anyone like to, I mentioned a lot of things, but would anyone like to share some of the negatives that we could possibly put up there on the board? Anything? Like you said earlier, smoking cigarettes, that's a negative. I don't like feeling addiction. Are there any other things? Things that, what's that?
Weed.
Don't like being addicted to weed or smoking weed. Yeah, feeling dependent on weed. Are there any things, any circumstances that make you feel upset that you would like to share, that make you feel sorrow, feel sad?
When I'm hungry.
Hungry?
Yeah.
You don't like feeling hunger?
Yeah.
Okay, that's one of them. That's good. Hunger. So those are good. Also, too, how about getting the proper attention from your mentors or people in your family? Maybe that can make you feel sorrow. Not having proper guidance. Start writing that down. If that is lacking in your life, let's write that down. Because the way to live an electrifying life has a lot to do with the electronics that you use on a daily basis. You know, a lot of the electronics, besides the iPod, they use these little things right here. What's this called?
Batteries.
Battery, yeah. And you know the symbols on battery. On the bottom end, there's a what's the symbol there?
The negative and the plus.
The negative, yeah. And then at the top is the plus. Very good. So can you kind of see where I'm going with this? Yeah. Okay. This is like the battery. We got the negative and the plus. So I'm going to teach you how that battery works. So write that list down. Write that list down. Keep writing it down. Just as many things you can think of. Now, on this side, okay, what I would like for you to do is write the now list. So the now list is going to go, the first thing that you want to start listing, the now list, what are the things that I am good at doing? What's that? Oh, me? Teaching? So thank you. So on your personal list, what are your talents? What are the things that you are good at doing? What are your shining gifts that were endowed into your life? Start thinking. What are my talents? What are my gifts? Just write them down. What do you got?
Playing ball.
Playing ball. Very good. Start writing that down. Good at playing, is that baseball?
Basketball.
Basketball. Excellent. Good at playing basketball. Write that down. You're good at playing, are you good at riding a skateboard? Write that down. Are you good at math? Are you good at reading? Are you good at writing? Are you good at art? Start writing those things down. Start writing down the talents. Writing down as many talents as you can think of. Maybe you're good at making your parents proud of you.
Being slick.
Being slick. Being clever. Yeah, maybe you're good at that. Start writing those things down. Notice how we're smiling, talking about the positive, talking about the talents. Yeah, all of a sudden there's brightness in the room. Okay, start writing those things down. Because being slick can actually start applying towards entrepreneurial pursuits later on in life. You can start your own business. Starting your own business, you have to be very clever and strategic in coming up with a business plan. You can resource people that will invest in your plan. By being slick and persuasive, you can write up a business plan and present it to them. Okay, so let's start writing those talents down. Everything, things that you're good at, your character traits. Are you, do you have certain character traits where you're willing to help your friends out when they're in need? Are you like a caring person? Do you have character traits where if someone is in an emergency situation, you're the one to help that person? Are you a giving person? Let's start writing those things down. All of those talents, all of those abilities, all of those gifts, all of the things that you were born with, your greatness and your genius. Start writing those things down. Now, what I would like for you to start writing down, adding to that list, are the things that you are thankful for. The things that you are thankful for. All of the things that you are thankful for. What are some of the things right now that you are thankful for?
Everything.
Everything. Look, we live in Hawaii. Yeah? Did everyone have a pretty good breakfast this morning?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. There's two things right there. How's everyone's health doing right now? Their arms are moving, legs are moving, yeah?
Dante's.
Bodies are moving. Can you guys run? You can run? Yes?
You can run, we can hide.
You can run, hike, yes. You guys can play sports, so you got pretty much healthy bodies. Got your health? That's something to be thankful for. Let's write that down. And you have working, mobile, healthy bodies that can participate in sporting activities. Very, very good. Let's see, what are some other things that you can be thankful for? What about the people in your life? Let's start writing the people in your life. Who, any ideas? Any people in your life that you're really thankful for? What's up, Mom? Thankful for Mom.
No, I said family.
What do you say? Family. Yes, let's write that down.
Cops.
Thankful for the police. What's on the side of their logo there? To protect
And to serve.
and to serve. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, you never took off to even know that.
Let's start writing down your thankful list. Start writing down your talent list. Start writing all the things down that you are good at. Start writing all the things down
What?
that you are thankful for. Let's start writing those things down. Are you thankful for that you're getting an education?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, there's literally over 1 billion people in the world today that would do anything to be in this classroom. There are hundreds of millions of people, girls and boys, that are living in extreme poverty, and their number one dream that they have is to go to school and learn how to read and write. That's their dream in their life, getting an education. So that is something very, very, it's a prized gift to be thankful for, education. Is everyone thankful for drinking clean water?
Yeah.
Are there a lot of people on the planet today that do not have access to clean water?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what happens when they drink that dirty water?
They get sick.
And die.
They get sick and die. So you're waking up in an area on the planet where you can drink a fresh glass of water knowing that it's not going to give you a very debilitating disease that you could eventually die from. Are you thankful for having access to having at least 3 meals a day? Yeah. There's a lot of there's hundreds of millions of people that go to bed hungry.
And our bed too.
Yeah.
And yep, on my fingers.
So imagine can you remember the last time where you actually fell asleep with an empty stomach?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you thankful now that you're able to fall asleep with a full stomach? Yeah. So you got the basics. You got your health, you got clean water, you got food, you got education, you got working, moving bodies. Look at this classroom right here. It's got a roof,
AC.
air conditioning, got books everywhere. In Afghanistan, the kids actually are going to school with roofs that have gotten blown off.
For the Taliban,
Yeah, and they don't even have a roof on their school.
you just don't know.
So let's really start developing that appreciation. Let's really start developing that honor and respect for being here right now, considering that there are millions upon millions of youth that are your age or younger that would do anything to be sitting where you are sitting right now. Let's start really cultivating that. Now let's get back to the battery here. There's something that I want to tell you about a battery. So you guys have that list, the lists, you have all the lists down. So what I want you to do is that I want you to tally up what's on this list. So tally it up. How many negative things that are happening in your life? And then put the total right here. Put the total, tally it up. Put the total number right here. Total number of how many negatives are happening in your life. Okay? Good. Total number. And then what I want for you to do is I want you to put the total number of all of the things, total number of all of your talents and gifts, and the total number of all of the things that you are thankful for. Put that number down right there. Put that number down. Okay, so I'm going to teach you a little really cool thing about how a battery works. So I looked it up this morning, and here it goes. So when you load a battery into an electronic device, you're not simply unleashing the electricity and sending it to do a task. Negatively charged electrons wish to travel to the positive portion of the battery. Negatively charged electrons wish to travel to the positive portion of the battery. The source of electricity will want to push electrons out of its negative terminal at a certain voltage. So the electrons need to follow the negative terminal to the positive terminal through a copper wire or some other conductor. When there is a path that goes from the negative to the positive terminal, you have a circuit. So when there is a path that goes from the negative to the positive terminal, you have a circuit. That's what makes the battery complete. We create the circuit. And electrons can flow through the wire. So this is the whole point of how to live an electrifying life. The whole point of how to live an electrifying life is that you take every single negative that you have experienced in your life, and where do you send it?
To positive.
Into the positive, to form what?
A circuit.
A circuit. Very good. And when we form the circuit, we are living an electrifying life. So, as you are going through your sorrow list, what happens to the energy? What happens to the energy here? You take the energy, it goes into the negative, And what do we do with every negative? We convert it into the positive. And once we convert it into the positive, we learn the process of living an electrifying life, which means all of the things that you are thankful for and all of the things that you have been given as gifts and talents become electrified. And you can start taking on the world with positivity and power. So as you sit here in this room, we all have these negative ions, these negative electrons that we deal with in our life. And so what I want you to visualize yourself doing is taking all of those negative electrons and turning them into the positive and creating the circuit to start electrifying your life. Are we all on board with that? Okay, so let's go around the room and let's start kind of sharing our test results. So who would like to go first? Negative and positive. How many negatives do you have versus positives? We'll start with you. How many negatives versus positives?
I have 6.
6 negatives?
I'm 13 positive.
Let's give her a big hand for that. 6 negatives and 13 positive. Do you know what that means? The circuit has formed and you're living an electrifying life. Who else would like to go? Anyone would like to share how many negatives versus positives? Yes.
0 negative, 14 positive.
All right. Congratulations. All right. That's fantastic. Okay. Anybody else? Negative, positive. Negative, positive. How many negatives, how many positives? Because it really doesn't matter if you have more negatives versus positive. You can convert all of that negative energy into positive energy. Okay, so let's kind of gauge where you're at. Who would like to go next? Who would like to go next? Let's just start sharing. How many negatives versus positives? Somebody brave. You can do it.
2 negative and 12 positive.
All right, congratulations. 2 negatives and 12 positives. So what does that say when we start evaluating our lives?
We have an electrifying life.
Yes, we already have an electrifying life starting right here, right now. And it's extraordinary, and it's an extraordinary process. Now that we can do that mathematical evaluation, what I would like for you to do is start focusing on these phrases here. So what you want to do is you want to invest your power into the area of life which will produce the greatest expansion. So take the investment of your power, whatever your talent is, and with all the things that you are thankful for, invest your power into that area that will produce the greatest expansion. So out of all of those talents, try to find that one thing. What is that one thing that you can start giving your heart to, start giving your mind to, start developing? And you know deep inside that when you do that, that will start creating the expansion. Okay? That will start creating this dream to start coming true for your life. And that's what we're all about. We're all about fulfilling our destinies. We're all about pursuing that dream. And the only way you can do that is by taking the negative, converting it into the positive, and then investing your power into that positive to make that dream come true. Does that seem really clear for all of you? Yeah, are we all pretty much on the same page with that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you can see the difference between the two. So what I would like for you to do, I want you to start training your minds whenever You are right here, as at the top of the quote, in life we decide individually which energies to become a part of. And as we become a part of them, they become a part of us. So if you're hanging around people, sketchy people that are negative, talking negative, being all snappy, violent, right? What happens is their energy becomes a part of your energy. And at the very end right here it says, that either drops us into the minus or ascends us into the plus. So who you are surrounding with is putting you into a negative state, a negative vibration, and dropping your talents, dropping your destinies, dropping everything that you're thankful for, dropping you into the minus. They're a reflection. So if you start switching that energy and start selecting people that are encouraging you, that are a positive force in your life, that are there to help you out, that are actually becoming more success-minded, more success-conscious, right? What is that going to do for you? It's going to ascend you into the plus. So you have the power to take those negative thoughts, those negative feelings, those negative circumstances, those negative people that are in your life. You have that power to convert that into a plus for yourself. Where does the negative energy go in the battery?
On the bottom.
Into the positive.
Oh.
The negative energy goes into the positive. So start seeing your life just in those two simple areas. The negative or the positive. The sorrow list or the now list. What you're thankful for. Your talents, your gifts. And when you start getting pulled down into the negative, okay, that's the point to wake up and catch yourself and take that negative energy and do what with it? Turn it. Very good. And where do we turn it towards? Positive. Excellent. Very, very good. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish off with a quote here. We've got 5 minutes left. Okay, I'm going to write it down here at the very bottom. Okay, let's write this down on your pads of paper. Push yourself beyond yourself to see what you can be. Second sentence. No one else can do what you can do. So all of us are unique here. All of us have been given a very special talent. Push yourself beyond yourself to see what you can be. No one else can do what you can do. Remember that. Your talent is yours alone. You were given a gift. You were given a special talent that only you can execute in this world. No one else can do what you can do. So remember that. I have a gift to give to this world that no one else can give except me. No one else can do what you can do. And also remember this. No one else can do it for you. Remember, this is your life journey. No one else can do it for you. You stand alone in doing what you need to do to make your dream come true. No one else is going to give you a free ride or a free ticket. So no one else can do it for you. And then the very last part, so do whatever it takes. So whatever it takes means take the worst negative and turn it into a positive. Do whatever it takes to make your dream come true. And lastly, do whatever it takes to fulfill your destiny. Do whatever it takes to fulfill your destiny. Live an electrifying life. Live an electrifying life. Form the circuit. You can do it. I believe in you. Everything that you want will come true. Aloha. Thank you.